Just 7 weeks after suffering relegation to Division 4, Laois hoping to put league form behind them at a blustery O'Moore Park. Visitors Longford arrived hoping to prove their performances not just reserved for the qualifiers. Playing with the aid of a stiff breeze, Laois were quickly into their stride. Evan O'Carroll's searching ball, great vision from Donny Kingston. Niall Donoghue the beneficiary with just a minute on the clock. O'Carroll himself then added this quick-fire second from long range. That followed by scores from the Kingstons Paul and Donny as Peter Creedon's men eased 4 points to the good inside as many minutes. Longford needed to respond, and it was Robbie Smith at the other end doing his utmost to stem the tide. After pointing 2 frees, he was picked out by Diarmuid Masterson, turned and found the target. 18 minutes into a frantic encounter and trailing 9 points to 3, Longford were to enjoy their most profitable period of the game, reeling off 4 points without reply. 3 coming from the excellent Smith. The other here from Shawnee McCormack. And against the wind, Longford had reduced the deficit to just 2 points. The final moments of the half were to bring incident aplenty. Firstly, Barry McKeown gathered a wayward effort from John Keegan to fire over, only to see the point waved wide by the umpire. Further consultation between a number of officials saw the decision stand. And with Longford still arguing the finer points of that, Laois were to strike for goal twice at the other end. Firstly through Paul Kingston, who stepped neatly inside before guiding the ball to the net. And then, less than a minute later, Evan O'Carroll linked superbly with Donny Kingston, the latter producing the coolest of finishes. Laois 2-10, Longford 7 points at the break. Longford needed to hit the ground running at the start of the second half, but it was Laois who did, with the Kingstons again to the fore. Both involved here before Darren Strong unselfishly picked out the run of Alan Farrell, who slotted past Paddy Cullum. And soon after, another excellent team goal. At the end of it, it was Kingston to Kingston, as Laois cut through a porous Longford defence. That, the score that opened up a 15-point lead. The last 2 championship meetings of these two were each decided by a single point, but this was far more one-sided. Robbie Smith's one-man show a rare plus on the day for Longford. He ended the day contributing 11 of their 16 points. But Laois were never threatened in the second period. Darren Strong with this point, becoming their 11th different scorer on a day when their only downside was an injury to their captain Stephen Atroyd. John O'Loughlin set the seal on an impressive win with his 3rd of the day in stoppage time. 4-15 to 16 points it ended. Kildare will have taken note.